Wow. I still don't see the Camaro.
That is awesome.
Worldwide shipping is available on this cream puffer. What a great day to be alive.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go.
Wonder where it's at. Well, there you are. What's up?
Is your trailer an antique now?
It's getting older, it is. But
Just
you know
like
what?
you.
But you can tell. But hey, I want to correct something. I'm not 82 years old.
I didn't say you're 82.
Yeah,
Now, since Thomas took a break because it's hot outside, it's his birthday. He's 82 years old.
Dude, you said I was 80-something years old, and now everybody on the internet thinks I'm 80-something years old. They say I look good for 80 years old.
You look
But
like
still,
your dad.
I know, right? You know what? You kind of remind me of your dad. too.
Well, thank you. I'll take that.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
How you been?
Pretty good.
You doing it all right? Okay, all right. Yeah, the Soul Trader is getting pretty old. I guess it's what? You can tell I use it. Hey, I use it. When you pull up into a classic.
Oh, this is one of the first ones that I ever saw like
this
that.
This was the first one.
Makes
was
it so much easier to load.
No, it was actually the first one that was ever built, and they gave it to me to use it on Misfit, so I could, advertise with it, and because I'm always pulling the trailer.
Well, it looks older than
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm not quite as as rich as you, where I got guys that haul all the stuff around and do all that stuff for me. I have to do it all myself. You know
why you do it all yourself?
I have no idea. What's your reason for it?
I can't say it on camera.
No, okay. Is that it? Well, I'll tell you what.
Some kind of retention problem you got.
I don't know what it is. I've always, how far we go back? 100 years, I guess.
High school.
And the thing is, is that I enjoy it. I still dig it. The hunt is actually better to me than the actual kill. Does that make sense?
Yep. Well, Alex is here today because I'm going to teach him one other aspect of the car business.
What's that?
It's really hard to do.
How to stick it in me? Is that what you're going to try to do?
How to butter a guy up.
No, is that what it is? Oh, yeah.
Because we're about to sell Thomas that 68 Camaro for way less than it's worth. Because,
oh, yes. I'm probably fixing to pay way too much for
he's
it.
got a 67 Corvette Coupe that I got to have.
Well, you'll
he's
end up
making me
with
wait.
it. You'll end up with
You're
it.
going to make me wait till Christmas to get that.
I'm doing
it's not
some-
even...
I made the promise to a man. If I promised it to you, or not promised it, but I made sure that I told him when I got it going, got it running, I'll bring it back, he's got to ride in it one last time.
That's
come
cool.
on. Come on. The man's had knee surgery and everything else, and they took off one leg, so I got to help him, okay? I have to do that for him.
Well, come see a Christmas present. It's
Let's see this. See how he's buttering me up, Alex? What he's actually doing is he's making me feel like I'm getting it cheap. And in the end of the day, it's really, we're probably going to find someone happy spot in the middle is what's going to happen. You was really?
Okay, you've heard us talk about Brunt boots quite a bit on the show. That's because we use them and we love them, and they continue to sponsor Coffee Walk. And recently, they were nice enough to send a pair to everybody in the building in our workforce, and the guys are really liking them. I'm getting comments from a lot of people that watch Coffee Walk that are some of our top followers. They're wearing them. They're fantastic. I like them so much. I've got 3 pairs, yes, 3. One of them is super worn in, even though they don't have to be, because when you first put them on, they're comfortable, but I didn't want to clean them. Then I got my, Sunday go to meeting boots, or maybe if I'm hanging with the wife, got them clean. It's incredible to put them on. They're so comfortable right off the bat. They're easy to put on, even for me as an old man, easy to get off. Fantastic. And thanks again for supplying our staff with these boots. They love them, and they're all wearing them, and they're using them. We're doing the brunt of the work with our feet with our Brunt boots. Every November, Brunt drops their limited edition hoodies and some specials, and they sell out. So you need to go to Brunt and check it out on their website and use coffeewalk 10 to get $10 off your first order. BruntWorkwear.com/coffeewalk 10. You've got to try these Brunt boots. Let them do the brunt of the work.
Okay.
So
well,
remember when we used to have death row all the way around over there?
I need to talk to you after we make this sale. I might sell
you're not
it
listening.
to you. Oh, what?
Remember we used to have death row all the way around there?
Oh, yeah, all the way around the side.
Well, now it's over here.
Well, I remember when this whole place out here was cornfields.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day I took your brand new post out over there with the 3-car hauler? You got so mad at me it wasn't even funny.
Oh, I never
You
got
had
mad
just,
at you.
yes, you
I don't
did.
get mad at
oh,
anybody.
yes, you did. You promised, you told me, said, I hope you get a ticket when you're gone. And guess what happened? I got a ticket.
There you go.
So
it used to be a sector over there.
Redemption back for you is what it was, I guess.
Well, that was the only thing on the whole property you could have run into. You ran into it.
I hit it with a trailer. Yes, I did.
You almost had to try to do that.
I'm so sorry. Still
Look at this
to
death
day.
row. You know what that is? I mean, Thomas pretty much knows what all cars are.
Yeah.
What is it?
I can't remember.
Starts with an M.
I don't know, Dennis. Moretti?
Yep, that's it.
Is that what it is?
So at one point in time, we're going to go way, 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 way back.
Yeah,
when I was over at
Yeah,
Truck
yeah.
Exchange with Jack Doyle.
Right. Exactly.
I would buy one of these from Thomas almost weekly, because the people,
Two, 3 weekly.
people in Europe loved them. I had my wanted dead or alive ads in all the newspapers, and it was not uncommon for somebody to call and say, "Come get it."
Well,
MGAs, MGBs.
well, now, how many times did we buy one pretty good one, and the guy had one by
that's
today's
sports
standard?
car.
Right, he'd just say, take them both. Just get them out of my backyard.
But I bet we shipped, no exaggeration,
you know, I had
300 of these probably
you know
out in the
how
country.
I found most of these? Really? I had a friend of mine that worked on the power lines. Right.
You see 'em in the
And he'd
backyards.
see them in backyards, and he'd get the address for me, and I'd go over and knock on the door and say, hey, you want to sell that car back? How in the hell do you even know it's back there? You know, and I
You
just
got
tell
some
him,
good leads on
and I
that.
just tell him the truth, you know, that my friend works on the power line
And
company, and he's always
my
spotted.
best early leads goes on through the newspapers.
Yeah, right.
I got them for everybody else.
Well, let's go see this Camaro.
Look at you just walking right by Alfa Romeo Giulia Spiders like they don't exist.
No, I'm completely focused on a Camaro. I got a question for you though. Can you tell me what Camaro means? Besides money to you?
No, I don't know the definition of Camaro.
You really don't? No joke? You really don't know the definition
You know,
of
Alex?
Camaro?
I probably
Okay,
should know that.
it is French for, it's kind of a slang, but it's French for friend, buddy, or pal, you know?
Right?
A chum, you know, like in Europe they'd say, you're my chum or whatever, you know. But that's what Camaro means. It means friend, buddy, or pal.
Well, I don't
or
feel
friend.
bad because I speak English and my Spanish is I see, but I don't speak any French.
Well, I get that. But
Okay.
I mean, I would think after all this time you would know this one. I really would, okay?
So, do you
You're
still have the
Ford,
do you
man.
still have the white Z28?
Of course I still have the white Z28.
All right. Well, we'll hit back a little bit on that episode, but
Okay. Well, let's take a look at this
tell
thing.
Alex how good that white Z28 runs and drives.
Tell you what,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
real,
like, you've driven a
you know
lot.
I'm real critical about engines, right? Okay, I really am, because it's got to be mine. It's going to be tuned by me. It just has to be mine, right? I didn't even begin to touch it. Whoever built that engine really knew their stuff. That motor runs so good, so strong. It's unbelievable how strong it is. It really is. It's 100% unbelievable. Now, what I want to ask about you is that there was a little story that came to me that you said it had a 12-bolt in it.
This car.
Can you count? Okay, let's find out.
I didn't look at it.
You didn't look at it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's got a 12-bolt in it.
There you go.
Now, the next question. Hang on.
So, Thomas, let me tell you what I know about this car.
Okay, tell me.
Nothing.
It's blue?
I don't know anything about it. Alex looked at it, but we don't know anything about it. So the Grand National that we bought from Junior Hendrickson with those two pace cars,
Yeah.
we traded that Grand National for this.
Okay.
So we traded a pretty valuable car for it.
So, I'm sure you.
I hadn't run the codes,
okay.
hadn't run the numbers, nothing.
This is interesting because when I got the pictures on the phone, okay, that I can't remember where it's at. From this one, I'm used to 69s. I noticed that it had small block Chevrolet, small block.
Yeah.
You know, in the term of, you know,
350.
yeah, 350, 327, and all that. I noticed it had those, but it's got a computer inside. So I don't know unless it was something. I don't know what it looks to me like they may have been trying to change it over.
Don't you think it had an LS in it?
No,
already?
those are not LS headers. That's what's confusing.
Those are LS.
No, they're not. Those are not LS headers. Those are small block Chevrolet.
Okay.
LS headers are all equally spaced all the way down.
Well, why would they have oxygen sensors in there?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe they had like a sniper unit on it
Yeah.
or something like that, some fuel injection of some sort. I don't know. But those headers are off a small block Chevrolet.
Well,
Because
he
LS
made-
headers are equally spaced. Okay?
This car supposedly made the long haul on Power Tour, so they made it across country in it, whatever was in it.
Whatever.
It's not in it anymore, but
Yeah. What's interesting, you see that see all the sensors and everything. Maybe it was in the process of being LS, and they just ran all this stuff, or maybe it come out of another car. But that's what blew my mind was the fact that it's got small block Chevrolet headers in it, not LS
That's weird.
headers. You know, But okay, all right. Let's look at the car. Let's take a look at it.
Well, it's a Norwood car.
Yeah, it's a Norwood car. I mean, you know, it's a great. Does it have a window?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's got a window.
Here, we can push it up so we can see it better.
That's okay.
Does it roll okay?
Sure.
Is there a drive shaft in it?
It's knocking.
Well, it's got a drive shaft in it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, let me tell you what I have, okay? I've got an old school 427. I mean, a good one, really. Aluminum,
Great for
GM
this.
aluminum heads, all that. And I've got several small blocks as well. You know, and really, I got all these motors, but I don't have a home for it, you know, or for any of them, you know, because I keep buying these cars that are numbers matching, you know, that you don't want to change it out of, that kind of thing.
Well, I think the best thing about this car, and
well, you can go free school with it.
well, you don't have to paint it.
You can go free school with it. No, you don't have to paint it.
And that's the biggest problem with everything we do is paint work.
Well, you know, I mean, what is it now? $1,000 just for the materials,
More
just for
than
paint? God, it's probably more than that now, isn't it? I'm still out of touch on that.
We're talking about $2,500 just for paint.
I know, right? I think my son said something about
Just for
they gave
materials.
$1,000 for a gallon of clear or something. Now that is insane. I'm sorry, that is completely insane. They took the. Do we have keys to it?
Yes, they're in it.
Well, why don't we see? Have we even looked in the trunk, Alex? I'm sure
Nope,
you
have
did.
not looked in the trunk.
Did not.
Let's take a look and see what we got in the trunk.
The pig and the poke.
Ugh, we can get over
Heck,
here.
maybe the motor's back there.
Well, they put a battery cutoff switch back here. Find a key that fits it.
So Camaro means friend in French. How did I not know that?
Friend, buddy.
Well, there you go. You asked him about a radiator.
Well, see, this right here, tell you right here, it's got like a Vortec, had like a Vortec motor in it.
Vortec motor.
You know, it's got like a Vortec type deal in it. There is the radiator. There's you know, like a one-wire alternator. They had that. Trunk floor looks good. Gas tank looks good.
Well, that's where the motor came out of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a funny feeling that they were in the process of changing it over. I don't know, you know, we'll probably never know for sure if you never talk to the people again. But that's kind of, you know, my theory on it. There's some seat belts for it. Well, I tell you what. How about we do this? The price you quoted me, we won't discuss it, but okay.
See? It's a gift, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if it's a gift, but I mean, you know, anything that puts me to work, it's not really considered a gift.
So Thomas says he's got one 427 motor. That is not true.
I got one cool 427 motor that'd be perfect for this.
I bet you got 10 drivetrains
You know
for this
why?
car.
It's actually a 68 427 motor. That's why I didn't get to finish what I was saying. It's a 68 427 counter exchange motor, which was bought over the deal, okay?
Warranty motor. That's actually
yeah.
be really cool in this
4-volt
car.
main, steel crank, forged pistons, aluminum GM aluminum heads on it from the time. Several other little things that are concerned with it. But you know what?
And why am I selling Thomas's Camaros we find? Because he's always been the guy chasing Camaros.
Yeah,
And I can't get you to pay up for anything but a Camaro generally. And the other nice thing about Camaros though, and I'm going to give Patty a plug, is we got Firewheel over here. All the parts are in stock.
Well, see, we used to be the
Firewheel Classics in Wylie,
we used
Texas.
to have you know, Dallas Mustang parts for Mustang stuff, and man, when they went under, that hurt.
I went every Saturday.
That hurt, man. It really did, because we do. I actually think it might have, you know, just regular Mustangs. I think it might have actually brought some of the pricing down on some of them around this area, because it was so easy. Like you said, you just write everything down in a deal, take your credit card, go over there and buy.
It's actually got a decent set of hoops, decent wheels. Disc brakes?
Yeah, it looked
good. But you own it, right?
Yeah, I own it. Yeah, of course I did. I owned it when I pulled up. I owned it when I looked at the pictures. How about that? But
another reason you got this car is Alex last week, he goes, you know, I've got like 4 major projects right now. That car's going to sit for a while.
Well, might sit behind my house for a little while too, yeah. You know, but it's a,
So is it a factory 12-bolt car?
I don't know. I really don't know. There's really no way to tell. You know, it's a 54-inch wide 12 bolt, so it's out of a Camaro, Denny.
I think this car's going to clean up pretty good.
But I don't know. You know, I really don't know. I just think Camaros these days are, you either find them totally like death row or real expensive, and to find one in the middle, okay, I think this car would look good with some drip rail moldings over the top of it. Maybe go ahead and put the molding back on the side.
I agree.
And it wouldn't hurt anything to go ahead and put the wheel over moldings on it as well. It would just give it some pop. You know what I mean? It'd look good.
We do that to a lot of our cars.
Yeah.
I like the moldings of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wheelhouses.
it makes it look more expensive. It really does. And I'll tell you something, this car's got exhaust under it. Have you priced exhaust lately?
Yes, weekly. It's gotten really expensive.
You know, it's got cowl hood. I don't know what all, if it's missing, I don't want to drop that on somebody.
What do we pay for that split window exhaust?
You want to put it on camera?
I mean, it's expensive.
It was. It
But
was in the thousands.
But we got that from Gardner.
You know, it's a non-power steering car, which I'll convert that.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a drag, huh?
It's not that hard to drive, okay?
At least the brakes
You
are
know, the
done.
heater and everything's gone out of it. That's another drag. But, you know, all that stuff is Nova, Camaro. You know, you can get it off any of that
This
stuff.
car with a 427 is going to be really neat.
Yeah, I hope it's got enough.
I love the 427 fender emblems too. You got to put those on there.
Well, you add those, wheel over moldings, some trim down the side, and you got a nice car.
Cowl hood.
Cowl hood, that's a reproduction cowl hood, but it's a good one. Actually, I got to say some of the newer reproduction cowl hoods are better than the old ones. Every one of them, you go down and you used to buy them right over the counter at GM. Right here, they had a wave in them, okay? Every one of them, right there. So you'd have to buy it, take it home, because the ones that they sold over the counter was actually the seconds that they didn't use, you know, down the assembly line. Because the inspector would come down and he'd check the stuff, you know, and he'd just pitch that one and they'd get another one. Well, those particular parts would go and end up in the dealerships for you to buy, you see? Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. But a lot of like header panels and valences in the front and such like
So
that. were
your
seconds.
dad worked in the Arlington plant.
Yeah.
So that's how you learned a lot
Well,
of your
there
General
was a
Motors
lot of
stuff.
that, yeah.
How
And that's
cool is
why,
that? His dad actually worked
Well, how
on
many
the assembly
times
line.
have you really went and bought a GM fender? I don't know if you maybe talked to the body guys here, but you know, they'll take and put a GM fender on it, and they're like, just don't fit just right, you know? It's because it didn't really pass 100% inspection at the factory. Because think about, they're stamping these things, you know, all day long. Well,
Yeah.
the molds start to get worn out. They literally do. Then when they do, they still stamp a fender that looks like the fender, okay? But it ain't exactly like the ones that they use down the assembly line. That's why a lot of times when you find a Shelby that's, you know, completely untouched, they're only original one time, right? Okay, everything fits better, the fenders fit better, all that. It takes, you know, I mean, come on, Danny, what did it take? 300, 400 people to put that car together? And then we try to do it with anywhere from 3 to 1,500 people? I mean, it's tough to do.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, 15 people, you know, 3 to 15 people, not 1,500 people. But you know what I'm saying. You know, people don't realize that. They bring a car in and say, can you restore it for me? You know, and I want to change the quarters, I want to change the fenders, I want to put new door skins on it and all that. Man, that is work on you. I mean, it is work. It's a beat down. It really is, to make it look right. Seriously.
I know, it
Yeah,
is.
you know, in a way, I'd rather see a Camaro. See how the door gaps are a little bit wide in the front right here?
Yeah.
But then they tighten up in the middle? Now, how do you fix that? How do you make that look right? You know, you can take and raise the nose and probably bring it back and all that, but now you're starting to run out of room up here. Now, when this goes forward, then this right here goes back into the hood. I mean, it's just it's a complete change. How about that Firebird that you and Richard got into when y'all was building those number one, number two, number three, or
Yeah,
something like that?
1, 2,
okay,
and 3.
Right. Richard actually called me over that day. It was one day that they were having trouble, and they said, "Why can't we get the quarter panels to line up?" You know, I said, "Because you hung the quarter panels before you hung the door. I can't stretch that door.
Yeah.
You're going to have to unweld the quarters, mount the door, mount one fender."
Yeah, there's a process how it goes
Yeah,
to get it correctly. Like
exactly.
on the CJs, even the CJs, as simple as they seem to be, there's a certain way to assemble it when it's completely taken apart.
That's it.
And if you don't do it right, they don't fit.
How about the Chryslers that are all unibody? How
Yeah.
many Cudas have we got into where we took it apart, it was perfectly fitting, and then when we go to put it back together, it's not. It's
Yeah,
because-
Alex went through that with his
Right,
Challenger.
it's because that unibody flexes when you take, it's a whole package, it's a whole eggshell.
Yep.
Okay, you know how you can't squeeze an egg and break it like that? Okay, it's a whole thing. So when they get it all together, that's why there's you know, like on these cars, there's a brace from here to here. I think these are missing them, but I got some. But you know, that's what makes it. I mean, how did you hang a subframe, a partial subframe underneath the car and make it strong? You know, it's because all the fender, it's because all the hood, it's because
all tied itself together.
It's a package. It's not just a single deal. But
Well, I know you're always ballistically in a hurry more than me, but do you have time for lunch today?
I really don't have time for lunch today. Every
He passes every single
it's
time.
not, well, you know what?
Well, you got time to sign the documents and get the paperwork?
Well, I got to make time for that.
Okay.
I have to. We got to do that. We always got to do our paperwork. You
All right,
know,
we'll help you load it, too.
I mean, that's always not the fun part, but in this case, I think I'm going to have fun paying for this one.
No, that was a deal.
Okay, we're in Dodge City, Kansas. We're having some appetizers. I haven't tried it yet, but that looks amazing. I'd have to read the description. Flaming hot Cheetos burrito bombs, 2 cheesy shredded beef bombs fried with a flaming hot Cheetos crust. You know I love Cheetos and Doritos. Served with a warm, savory burrito consomme and 3 cheese queso. Oh. If that's not the best appetizer by the well, I don't know what is. 3 cheese queso, burrito sauce, flaming hot Cheetos. Wow. This might be a highlight of the trip, guys. Look at the inside of that thing. Outstanding. It's got the 3 cheese queso inside and out. So the burrito sauce is supposed to be spectacular. Holy guacamole. That's a good idea, Sean P. Like that? Yeah.
As always, please
Like, tag, share, and follow, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.